The first light of dawn painted the river golden as Adana held her newborn close. The baby stirred, her tiny fingers curling against Adana's chest. She was warm, alive, and perfect. Adana exhaled shakily. The night had almost stolen both their lives, but the river had given them back. She sat for a moment, staring at the place where the mermaid had disappeared. Who was she? Why had she helped me? But there was no time for questions now. She had to move. With her baby wrapped in the torn fabric of her dress, Adana forced herself to her feet. Her body ached, but her spirit was stronger than ever. She knew she could not return to the village that had cast her out, so she followed the river's edge, letting the water guide her. By midday, she reached a small fishing settlement. The people there watched her with weary eyes, but when an elderly woman stepped forward and saw the newborn, her expression softened. "You have come far, my daughter," the woman said. "Come, rest." Adana hesitated. She had learned not to trust easily, but something about the woman, her eyes filled with understanding, made her step forward. Days passed, then weeks. The village accepted her, giving her food and a place to sleep. The baby, whom Adana named Nkemdilim, grew strong, her cries filling the small hut with life. But something was different about the child. Her eyes were deep, like the river's depths, and when she laughed, the water in the clay pots would ripple as if answering her. Fishermen whispered that the river had marked her, that she was a child of the water. Then on the night of the full moon, Adana awoke to find Kemdilim gone. Panic gripped her heart as she ran to the river's edge, calling her daughter's name. And there, sitting on a smooth rock, was the mermaid. In her arms, Kemdilim giggled, her tiny hands splashing in the water. The mermaid smiled. "She is one of us," she said. "The river flows through her blood." Adana's breath caught. "Will you take her from me?" The mermaid shook her head. "Number. She belongs to both worlds. Raise her well, and when the time comes, she will find her path." With that, she placed the child back in Adana's arms and disappeared beneath the waves. Adana held her daughter tightly, staring at the river that had saved them both. She did not understand everything, but she knew one thing for certain. Nkemdilim was special, a child born of love, water, and destiny. And one day, the world would know it too.